been sleeping tons of. Wake up, wake up. Wake up is a new day, new era. Lights on, game loud, move clearer. They slept too long, now the storm got nearer. Wake up, look in the mirror. Wake up, you feel that shift in the air. Stardust burn, old crew in the flare. What's gonna shake when the dreamers declare? Wake up, we already here. Wake up, wake up. Cold floors, no name on the list. We built from the shadows, can't sleep on this. Every miss was a spark, now the flames exist. Universe are aligned, can't resist the twist. They hit snooze while we built in the dark. Now we run plays with celestial law. From the north to the world, hear the engine start. Wake up, we igniting the spark. This the moment when the lights flip.
Welcome to the new era of basketball. They doubted you. They overlooked you. They didn't believe in you. But now, everything changes. No more sidelines. No more being underrated. No more sleeping. It's time for your game to speak. Wnpa has traveled the world. We've connected with the top players. We've built this stage. And now, it's time. Time for the game to rise. Time for you to rise. Time for the basketball world to wake up. Welcome to the new era of basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to day one of our final session for not just the WNPA, but for the NPA. Nationals is just 1 month away, and every team is going to want to come out in full force to really show what they got. And even though this isn't a sanctioned game for the session, it doesn't make it any less important. We're live as Faith Family comes all the way up from Dallas, Texas, and let's hope there's no hold'em for them as they take on Kings Christian in this exhibition. I, as always, am very, very excited here, and we're joined with a three-person mic crew here, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and I'm joined here today with my color commentator, Tyson Brown.
What's good?
And as always, joined by the lovely Mike McHale. Mike, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, you know a lot more about these girls than we would. They're coming all the way up from Dallas, and I mean, we should be seeing a bit more of them next season as the WNPA continues to expand throughout North America. But this is a nice little tune-up here. Both these teams get to feel each other out before next season when we properly get to see them clash.
I'm really excited. They're joining the league for the 26-27 season. I'm really hyped about it. Faith Family, top 30 right now in the rankings in the country. And there's a lot of talent, a lot of offers, a lot of commits. We'll talk about it as the game goes on. But yeah, I'm really excited, man.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic to see what we do here in this game. Obviously, Kings Christian, they're currently, as it sits, #1 in the WNPA. Obviously, this game isn't one that will count towards their record, but they play later on this season against Fort Erie, and they play against Niagara Prep, two of the teams that definitely can come in and challenge them. I had a chat with the head coach of Kings Christian pregame, and he said, I mean, we look at how good Fort Erie is, we look how good Royal Crown is, we look how good Niagara is. I truly think that we're up there in the same caliber as them. I truly think we're going to be a team who can win the championship this year. It's going to be one of us four, I feel. And he said this weekend is the most important weekend from the whole season apart from the Nationals. I mean, they play Fort Erie, they play Niagara Prep, and they were going to play Royal Crown, but it's probably going to be played a couple weeks from now, and it still will be just as important then as it would be this weekend.
100%. Their starting five is really, really strong. 3 D1 commits. So, like, you got Gabby Marash, you got Alex Newsom, Emma Dongelmans. Unfortunately, Emma Dongelman's out today. She's just with a flu. So she might be back tomorrow. We'll see.
We get started here today. A three-pointer from Faith Family. They fight for it. It's loose. The one going for it right there is Jaslyn Powell. Out there with Powell, we will see number 3 in Brooklyn Smith. 25, Amaya Sunshine Garcia. And on top of those two, we also see number 5, Cass Antoine. And lastly, number 32, KK Ozumba on the side of Faith Family. Meanwhile, for Kings Christian, out there for him, we know Emma Dongelman's not out there, but with the ball moving it on there, it will be Riley Collinson. Cayenne Buchanan bringing the ball up the court here. She, sadly, not able to get it across in time, but Cayenne Buchanan, I talked with the coach, still nursing a tweaked ankle. We probably will see her on a bit of a minute restriction here today, but nice to see that she's feeling good to potentially play throughout this session. Gabby Marash also out there as well, and she's joined by Alex Newsom to finalize their lineup.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate for Kings Christian today. Like, you're without Emma Dongelmans, you're without Scarlett Smith. Like, nice shot.
I mean, yeah, when you're not having some star players on your team and Brooklyn Smith comes out and hits a 3 early on to establish the lead, well, that's certainly something on that one. 3-0 to start off the game. Getting an inbound here on the side.
Brooklyn Smith is actually a dynamic guard from Louisiana. She has currently 9 D1 offers.
I mean,
and she's a class of 27.
Yeah, she's got one more year here, and I mean, the thing about this Faith Family side is a lot of the players that we're seeing out here today, we'll probably see them next season. KK Ozumba, class of 2028. Brooklyn Smith, class of 2027. Cass Antoine, class of 2027 as well. Only one that isn't is going to be UW commit Sunshine Garcia, but I mean, she's an exceptional player. She will be missed for this Faith Family team, but she's going to be making a crazy impact at the collegiate level next season. Gavin Marash gets a strip there on the drive to the basket. It will still remain Kings Christian ball as they reset here.
Yeah, Sunshine Garcia she can play, man. I'm excited to see her at University of Washington.
No look pass there from Gabby Marash to find Riley Collinson inside. First points of the day for Kings Christian. Moves on over here, trying to break it out.
Stolen by Alex Newsom.
Going quick on the other hand, it will be Cayenne Buchanan. She gets 2 points there. Great play on the transition. Newsom finding her.
Yeah, nice play there. Just caught him off guard.
Beautiful to see on that one. Now Brooklyn Smith sizing up. Quick find over to Ozumba. Back to Smith. She takes it inside. Not able to get the make. Still fighting for it. She gets her own miss. Back it goes to Garcia. Garcia dictating play on the wing. Inside it goes to Ozumba. Ozumba spins, fades, gets the bucket. Wonderful post move there from Ozumba, and she used her size to get those 2 points.
Ozumba is something else, man. She's top 25 with multiple D1 Power 5 offers, and she's a class of 2028.
I mean, it's hectic, but you want to talk about big threes, there's one right there. The starter I forgot to mention for Kings Christian, she comes out and makes an impact immediately. Mia Scott from the corner there.
Thing about Kings Christian is they shoot that 3 so deadly. Like, always on fire with threes. All of the whole starting lineup can shoot threes, even their bigs.
Garcia finds Ozumba, tipped there by Marash as it made its way to the corner. Not able to get the steal, but they will still try to maintain things here. 7-4 the score here in favor of Kings Christian. We're seeing substitutions here. Shania Perkins checking in on the side of Faith Family.
Very impressed with the way that Kings Christian started off, man.
Yeah, they've started off very well. For Ryan Harris also going out there. Driving in will be Garcia. She puts the fader, not able to get it to go. It's saved by Perkins. No, she stepped out. So it will become Kings Christian ball. Faith Family need to get back and get established on the defensive end.
It's actually going to be like great to have Faith Family part of the WNPA next season. Creates another powerhouse team.
Coming forward is Marash. Makes his way inside. It's Collinson, seeing what she can do. Kicks it back out for three. Scott again. That one's short. It'll be rebounded by Perkins, and now they're going to be going quick. Sunshine Garcia bringing it up here on the left-hand side. Right to the basket through the pressure. Not able to convert it, but it will be a block. Getting called there on Mia Scott. Faith family get to maintain possession here. Setting up once more here in the half court. You were talking about it here throughout. Sunshine Garcia, as we said, University of Washington commit, the senior. She's been very, very good, and now she gets a chance to capitalize here with some free throws, Mike.
I really like her. But honestly, like KK Ozumba, man, class of 28, man. She already has multiple D1 Power 5 offers, man.
That's crazy, honestly. But it goes to show the talent that they have in the United States. Obviously, the top talents in North America, they're starting to come on over to North Pole Hoops. Goes to show the pedigree that we have here as a league. And KK Ozumba puts it up and in over the defender while smothered and is able to draw the foul with the make.
Just when I said her name.
Just when you said her name.
That was a great play by Perkins there, getting her own rebound, stripping it away from King's Christian. And the result is 2 points and potentially another one here.
Yeah, Shania Perkins, great play there to be able to find Ozumba. So that's been nice to see for her. Ozumba now making her way to the line. Here early on in this one, we see KK Ozumba already with 4 points on the day following that basket.
The height, see, like, there's an offensive board. The height is going to be a little bit of a problem. Unfortunately, with Emma Dongelman's, the rim protector, it's going to be a little bit tough, but they're doing a great job right now.
If they're playing with this level of perimeter ball, it won't be that big of a problem. Alex Newsom able to play the lane, gets the steal after a hustle, and able to get it over to Marash. Now it's going to be Faith Family trying to strike back. Garcia, pass on over to Ozumba. She tries dumping it inside. Great find, great ball, and the surgical precision to find Perkins to get 2 points now back for Faith Family. We're all square at 9.
Yeah, Faith Family's just been moving it around so well on the interior.
Buchanan's first shot not able to convert it. The second chance opportunity from Riley Collinson as she cleans it up. Gets fouled, so she will have 2 chances here coming at the free throw line. Riley Collinson recently committed to Bishops to be a part of the Gators program. Very, very happy for her. She'll be making her way out to Sherbrooke, Quebec to be able to play. And I mean, they're going to, I'll be honest, they'll love having her out there as we see U Sports continue to increase in size, continue to increase in talent. We know just how important it's going to be to try to get these young talents in. Riley Collinson's going to contribute probably from day one for the Gators when she arrives there. So congratulations to Riley Collinson on that offer. And we now see Riley Collinson actually come off following those free throws. Tatum Rankin coming in for her.
She actually had a great game yesterday, or the day before. Sorry, she had a great game.
Against Edge.
Yes.
Garcia, quick little find there to Powell. Back he goes to Garcia. They got to break out. Swings it all the way. Tried finding Smith, not able to find it. So it will be going back. Wonderful backdoor cut from Newsom. Marash finds her, and 2 more points for Faith Family.
For Kings.
Kings Christian. Apologies. It's been a long week, I'll tell you that.
I know.
But they immediately get the steal. Mia Scott and Cayenne Buchanan. I'm not messing that one again. Sadly, not able to get the 3. And that one's tough. They're on the play.
And in no way are Kings Christian shy of talent, man.
We always talk about it, and it's kind of part of the chip on the shoulder of most teams most players that play in North Pole Hoops. They sleep on Canada. They don't particularly pay attention. So you see players here at Kings Christian, and they end up getting a lot of attention, and it's wonderful to see. But at the same time, it's not the talent that the leagues are like, they're from Canada, I don't know. Yeah. And then immediately they come in, they play against these U.S. schools, they bring them games, and it's games like this that properly showcase what North Pole Hoops is all about and why we're going to be expanding into the United States to properly have the best showcase on the continent. Miss there from Cayenne Buchanan, a foul called on the play. And we will be seeing Faith Family try to reset here.
Yeah. Faith Family is a very strong, big, physical team, but Kings Christian is matching that intensity right now.
I mean, they always say it's not the size of the dog, it's the fight in the dog,
yes.
you know? That's the big point of conversation. And I mean, we've seen that. One of my favorite things that I've seen throughout, not just the WNPA, but the NPA, just across North Pole hoops, it's always the smaller guards, smaller players that are fighting for every single play.
There's your example right there.
Great play from Mia Scott, not able to get the steal, but you can see just how hungry they are. They're keeping the intensity up, especially in this shorter quarter game. 2:33 remaining in this first quarter. Jumper there and a make from Cass Antoine as she's able to convert the class of 2027 guard.
So Cass Antoine, she's actually top 100 guard right now. She has multiple double-digit D1 offers. Class of 27. Faith family's just stacked with talent.
Wonderful team there, and immediately they find into the corner there. It will be Janiyah Johnson, not able to get it. It's cleaned up by Perkins, and she puts it back in there. Faith family able to now take the lead, 13-12.
Perkins is having a great game so far. She's just really controlled the paint so far.
Keep on going, Mia Scott over to Marash. Marash set, lets it fly for three. Not able to convert it. It's loose again. It's picked up here by Newsome. Newsome back. Janiyah Johnson putting pressure. Pops it out. Marash coming in. Smith putting pressure. Marash trying to get something. Loses it there for a moment. Powell tries getting something. Can't. Rankin on the attack to the baskets. Puts defenders. It's swatted there for a moment. It goes out of bounds. And they will continue with the possession here. Riley Collinson checking in now for Mia Scott.
In case you don't know, we released the 2026 mid-season rankings, and Kings Christian has 3 girls in the top 10. You have Gabby Marash, ranked 7th. You have Alex Newson, ranked 8th, and Emma Dongelman's ranked 10th. So, as I said, they're not shy of talent at all.
Not by the slightest. A foul on that play right there on Faith family.
And you have a lot of D1 offers on the court right now, right? We got Gabby Marash, Long Island U. You got Alex Newson, University of Albany. You got, well, Emma Dongelman's not here, but she's Montana. And then you got Sunshine Garcia. She's University of Washington, yep.
And speaking of Garcia, she now handles the ball at the top, gives it back over to Smith. Inside it goes to Ozumba. She tries flipping it over, almost stolen by Buchanan. It makes its way to Janiyah Johnson. It's just inside the three-point arc, but a great bucket there for Faith family. They extend the lead to 3.
Beautiful shot there, but that whole thing was set up by that wonderful pass from Azumba all the way from the other side of the corner.
Jumper there from Newsome doesn't fall. Now Garcia taking it with haste down the court. Riley Collinson pressures her, kicks her out to 3. No one picks her up. Garcia not able to capitalize. It bounces off the leg of Ozumba. She tries going for the steal. Kings Christian going to be able to go the other way. Mia Scott now checking in for Cayenne Buchanan.
Honestly, like I was talking to coaches before from Kings, the thing is, they came out strong, but can they go the length with only 3 girls on the bench right now, right? So it's going to be tough. Yeah, but they're hanging in. They're doing well, so.
The big point of conversation, especially in games like this, is how deep can you run?
Yeah.
Sure, you can run out with intensity, but if you're playing with high intensity, how deep can you go on the bench to be able to maintain that, to give your starters proper breathers, make sure they're as fresh as they possibly can be? That's obviously a big question. I mean, if you can have the same conversation about Faith family, only 2 players on their bench as well. So are 3, yeah, they have one over there currently. Warming up still in the corner. I didn't see her, but on the bench right now, all of them going at it here. Both teams a little bit short-staffed, but something to be expected here, especially for a team like Faith family, road tripping up to Canada. Kings Christian, a lot of games coming up this weekend. You want to make sure that in the sanctioned games, you're able to stay fresh, you're able to stay fit, but most importantly, you're able to perform at the top of your ability. KK Ozumba able to hit her first free throw. She will see if she goes perfect here on this trip at the line. Isn't able to hit the second one. Rebounded by Garcia, though. Kicks it quickly over to Johnson. She thought about it. Can't. All inside once again. Ozumba, great little spin move, and floats it in. 6-point advantage now for Faith family.
That's the... Oh.
Honestly, like, KK Ozumba is something else.
That's the third time that Faith Family's been able to get an offensive rebound from a free throw, and those 6 points have really just been the difference in this game.
I mean, you look at it through every single lens, every single imaginary prospect that you can look at. The lack of size for Kings Christian today is going to hurt them. Emma Dongelmans is crucial for them in those situations, and the struggles that they've had so far, especially on defense, the boxing out. It might be a struggle to continue here today, but what won't be a struggle is the offensive production. Bucket there from Alex Newsome to make it 18-14.
She's so smooth with her release. That shot is so smooth. Nice defense by Riley Collinson.
She's able to affect the shot there. Ozumba said she wanted the block. Well, she wanted the foul call in there, but it doesn't go. Score as we head into the second quarter, 18-14 is the score. We'll be right back for some more basketball here at North Pole Hoops.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Arete Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible.
Right back. Okay. You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time. Stay focused.
We're back here now for some more action here, second quarter action specifically, and we'll see where it ends up pushing. Checking in there for the first time, Sophia El Sabi making her first appearance to the game. She checks in on the side of Kings Christian. Apart from that, their lineup still remains very similar to what they've been running. Mia Scott out there along with Alex Newsome, Riley Collinson, and Gabby Marash. Meanwhile, for Faith Family out there, Sunshine Garcia inbounds it over to Jasmine Powell, goes 1-2. We see Shania Perkins out there, joined by Brooklyn Smith, and in the corner, Cass Antoine.
Offensive foul called there.
Sunshine Garcia called for that play. She's not going to be super pleased that didn't go in her way, but she's like, well, you got to put some muscle, got to bulk up on those plays there. But at the same time, you know, it is just something you can't really get away with. Either way, Brooklyn Smith able to get it. Tries the no look over to Garcia. Newsome reads the pass wonderfully, able to stop the break going the other way. And now Faith Family going to have to try to attack, but this time on the half court.
Yeah, Kings Christian, they've already started out more aggressive defensively. I can tell the adjustments have been made. That's now the second time she's tried to swat at the ball and get a steal.
Makes way over to Garcia in the corner, dumps inside over to Perkins. Perkins, pressure on her, El Sabi all over her, tried getting it over to Powell. She can't corral it, goes out of bounds. Kings Christian forced the turnover.
There's the aggressive defense I was talking about. Forcing the turnover. Finally, they get one to go their way.
And now Perkins ends up checking out, checking in once again. KK Ozumba. And I mean, it's going to be bad. Oh my days, the pass intercepted on the inbound. Cass Antoine the one, and she immediately turns it into points. First points of the second, and Kings Christian, they've struggled here to break out of their own half here early in this second quarter. Faith Family also pressing them as much as possible here.
Full court press, really strong full court press right now.
And I mean, I think Faith Family, they said if we have the physical advantage here, Let's try to be as physical as possible. Run the press. Make them as uncomfortable all over. Mia Scott goes up. It's tipped. It gets swatted out. Gets slapped back out over to Marash. Newsom going around. Back he goes to Marash. She's got to get it up. Splits defenders. Floats it up and is fouled. And she will get a chance here. Shoot some free throws. Gabby Marash.
What Kings needs to do right now is attack the floor and get them into foul trouble. They need to get the bigs into foul trouble to equal the size.
I will also say I want to give a quick happy birthday message to Gabby Marash. I wasn't on the call 2 days ago when it was her birthday when they played against Edge. So just a quick little happy birthday to Gabby Marash. You know, it's always nice. It's a community after all. Make sure everyone feels nice and welcome. She hits her first free throw here. We'll see if she's able to hit this second one. Does just that to make it 20-16. And now we're seeing number 20, Janiyah Johnson, check in for Brooklyn Smith.
Did you see her stat line too on her birthday?
I didn't see it.
She was 2 rebounds short of a triple-double.
Oh, there you go. What a nice little birthday gift along with a win. You know, that's nice to see. Turnover forced there once again. It will be Mia Scott. She's been everywhere here early on, able to get the transition bucket there. Great to see from number 13.
And just like that, it's a 2-point game.
Once again, 2-point game. It seems that a timeout has been called. About 6:27 remaining here in the second quarter. We'll be back with some more WNPA action.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We return, ladies and gentlemen, here the inbound for Faith Family following the timeout. Their lead cut down to just 2. And though it's not a press, so to say, they're still giving them action very, very high up the court. Faith Family, great little break there. Ozumba trying to attack Collinson. And Collinson called there for the block there. Unfortunate to see Faith Family here get a setup once more. Collinson coming off now for Cayenne Buchanan.
Both teams have to limit fouls because there's not much on the bench to replace.
Mike, I don't know if you know this, but do you know what the rule is if you have only 5 players eligible and then someone else fouls out? Do they just stay in the game there? I assume so, right? You got no one else to replace. You're not going to put them on the power play and play 5-on-4, are you?
I'm pretty sure it's 5-on-4, but then it's like something about a technical foul or every foul. It's in our rule book. I can check it out.
I will have to check that in case we see more games this weekend with a short bench. Kings Christian trying to size up. Marash steps back, lets it go for 3. It's short.
They're in the bonus. That's what I think it is. So when it's 5-on-4, every single foul is a bonus.
It's a bonus. Fair. Good to know. Sunshine Garcia. Quick pass inside to Antoine. Antoine, quick over to Garcia. They got to break out quickly. Makes his way over. Pass from Powell over to Smith. Inside Ozumba. Great ball movement. And a late whistle there for the shooting foul on Ozumba. Marash hacks her there, and it will be 2 free throws to come for the big.
It's been a very defensive second quarter.
They've been going at each other, that's for sure. Both these teams want to really establish themselves at one another. Ozumba able to hit her first free throw. One more to come. Second one, fall.
Let me ask a question. What do you see different in play style from this Faith Family team?
in general or so far between the first and second?
Just like comparing the U.S. squad to a Canadian squad. What do you see different?
Maybe, I think it's the size difference really plays a big factor for it, but I feel like especially when we watch basketball in Canada, I feel like they play with a lot more finesse. You see how these American teams play in terms of faith family. You see how the Canadian teams that play a lot more in the United States, so your Fort Erie's, your Royal Crowns, when they make the trips down to the United States to play, usually their first game back in Canada, you see them in a lot of foul trouble because they end up trying to adjust back to Canadian ball, which is with a lot more finesse rather than American ball, where they play a lot more physical in comparison. Pass goes inside, turned over, Faith family. Needs something, Smith out to the corner, it's to Garcia, she lets it go, it's short. Picked up by Marash. Over to the left-hand side, has Cayenne Buchanan, has a trail behind him, decides to spin around, rotate, slow it down. Harris the one to pick her up. Leaves it over to Cayenne Buchanan. Buchanan out to Scott. Scott on this right wing, finds El Sabi, who flares over to the top. El Sabi drives inside, smothered by two, trekking it out, plays it off the legs of Shania Perkins instead. And Kings Christian still will be able to maintain possession here despite 3.8 on the shot clock.
Yeah, Kings Christian, they just really haven't been able to break through this Faith family defense in the second quarter.
A timeout called here with 4:51 remaining, 22-18 the score for when we return.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Currently trying to get set again as we look on in this scenario. Waiting on the inbound. Still we wait here on this delay. I'm wondering what the situation is. The ref called for a pause here. All the players set. We're all just kind of waiting. So in the meantime here, Mike, please let us know here real quick about these players so far. We've talked a bit about KK Ozuna. We talked about Sunshine Garcia. One of the big ones to really talk about is the guard out of Louisiana. 9 D1 offers for Brooklyn Smith. And I'll be honest, I've been very impressed with her so far. She plays the lane so well. Right now on the bench to catch a breather, but a lot of love over to Brooklyn Smith.
I was speaking to Coach Cowdy. She's like a dynamic guard from Louisiana. She's a baller. She's like attacks, aggressive. I like what I see.
It's always nice to see in those scenarios. Gabby Marash tried stepping back long, midi two, not able to convert it. And now it's going to be trying to break out. Sunshine Garcia not able to hold on to it. And it will be once again Mia Scott with the scoop and score. And now it's 22-20. We push on forward. Marash, great vision to get back on defense, slap it out of the air before the ball makes its way to Janiyah Johnson. We're going to have to set up again. And as we wait here, inbound for Sunshine Garcia, she will passing it over to Janiyah Johnson. Johnson jabs the left, drive inside, kick it over to Garcia. Garcia baseline, takes it through contact, goes up. And El Sabi called for the foul. 2 free throws to come here for Sunshine Garcia. And again, like we talked about it earlier, that's the main aspect that I wanted to talk about, the difference between United States and Canadian basketball. Sunshine Garcia, hard drive down the lane, and instead of trying to do a pull-up there, we see a lot of players in Canada settle for a floater instead of embracing contact. Sunshine Garcia straight into the contact with El Sabi and able to get 2 free throws here at the line. She hits her first. We'll see if she can convert the second. Two free throws fall there as we see 3 subs come in. It will be Brooklyn Smith, it will be KKO Zumba, and it will be number 24, Jaslyn Powell, now checking in on the side of Faith Family. Meanwhile, on the side of Kings Christian, we see Tate Rankin check back into this game. We also end up seeing Riley Collinson come out for a breather. Buchanan moving around, needs someone to flare, needs something. Quick swing out to the corner, it's to Scott. Scott dribbles to the left-hand side, back goes to Marash. She thinks about it, give it over to Buchanan. She's set, lets it go. It's short, picked up by Newsome. She gets 2 points right there immediately, and now it's back to being a 2-point gap, trying to put pressure on the press. They break the press. It'll be Antoine. Instead of taking it to the basket, she pulls up instead, settles for the midi, can't get it. She gets her own board, puts it back inside, and Jaslyn Powell, muchas gracias. Great finish there from number 24.
There's some offense there. Both teams finally breaking through the defense. Another one there.
Marash with the vision to see Newsome's backdoor cut. And I will say, it's great to see Gabby Marash still performing at such a high level. That one gets swatted out of the air by Marash, off the leg, able to maintain it. And instead of getting the close one, she gets the far one and finds Mia Scott. She makes it rain, and a timeout has to be called for Faith Family as they now trail by 1. What a shot there from Mia Scott. What a sequence overall from Gabby Marash. We head now into a quick little timeout, 2:49 remaining. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Kings Christian now with the lead.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
We return here once again. Quick little inbound here for Faith Family. They want to break out. Kings Christian, all the pressure in the world. They're able to break out. That one goes to Johnson. Johnson trying to find Perkins inside. It's swatted out. Faith Family again. And right here, I mean, you see one of the coaches here for Faith Family really letting them know, we got to break out. We got to get those buckets. We know what we can do. Stop settling for their game. Start playing our game.
And she's a legendary coach there at Faith Family, head coach Andrea Robinson. So she has over like 650 career wins or something. Like she's actually one of the best coaches out there. But on the other end, you still got Sydney Saunders, who's done a great job with these girls. Good coaching staff on both sides. This is an elite game, man.
Cayenne Buchanan fouled on her shot here on the transition. She'll get 2 free throws. We see Cass Antoine check in now for Janiyah Johnson. And I would say Faith Family, they run very rotational despite not being very deep. They're not letting their players be in there for long periods of time, which just goes to show the intensity they have. Let them go hard for a short spurt, give them out a little breather real quick, and then they're ready to come right back at them. Great to see there, and I think in general, it keeps Kings Christian on their toes, but Kings Christian's really been able to capitalize. They still lead by 3. Smith inside of Perkins through contact. She goes up and she draws the foul there. Free throws coming now for Shania Perkins. Perkins here chilling at the line, seeing what she can do. We'll see what she goes at it here. Little sample free throw with no ball, and the one with the ball goes up, not able to get it. It's just short. Next one to come shortly for her. We'll see where it ends up going. And now, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, Tyson, you can talk to us real quick here. A little box score update for this game. She wasn't able to hit either of them, so we'll be seeing Faith Family try to go back to work here.
Yeah, right now Wnpa leading of Faith Family with 9 points. She's been outstanding, but also Perkins, perfect 2 for 2 with 4 points. And over for Kings Christian, leading the way is Mia Scott. She's been fantastic. 4 steals and also 10 points on 4 of 6 with 2 3-pointers.
I mean, I mentioned at the start of the game, Mia Scott, a very talented player. She's really come out to play. Another one who's been very good right now with the ball is Alex Newsom. She's 4 for 5 for the day. Takes it to the hole, gets it stripped away though. What a play from Shania Perkins. Says, give me that. And now Smith passes it to Garcia. Ooh. She goes up, hard foul on her. And Gabby Marash draws the charge. And Kings Christian retake possession here, still up by 3.
Nice play by Marash there to draw that charge, just taking advantage of the fact that she might be a bit undersized compared to her attacker.
And she's able to find Buchanan. Buchanan, silky smooth there from Cayenne Buchanan. Splits it in. And we'll see an opportunity. The jumper falls long too again for Faith Family. Pass on over. Mia Scott trying to save it, goes out of bounds.
Just a bit too long there.
Not really able to connect on that one. We'll be seeing Sunshine Garcia inbounding again for Faith Family. They move around here, and a timeout called by Kings Christian. A lot of timeouts here in this second quarter. We still end up having some more basketball to be played between these sides. It'll be fun to see. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Sonny Suits, and I'm the co-founder and director of Western Canada Prep Academy. We started our program to help keep kids home that were eager to play prep school in other areas, so we wanted to provide an option for that high-performance environment in Edmonton. For us, joining the Wnpa is a natural progression. We want to be able to participate in a national platform. We've been playing against a lot of Americans over the years, and we feel like playing in a national Canadian league is a really good look for our program. Having an MPH Western Conference will allow us to have better games at home, and that's always been a thing going out west. But there's a couple really good anchor programs out here that we get to play, but there's not enough room out of advance. And creating that conference will allow us to have more sustainable, high level of competition regularly in our area. That helps in a lot of different ways, and it's going to help grow the game quite a bit by just having that presence out there.
Still a little bit of time remaining here in the second quarter. 1:10 left, and it's currently 31-28 in favor of Kings Christian. Faith Family wants to get something. Out it goes, Smith in the corner, pass inside. Ozumba tried kicking Powell. Or tried kicking it out to Powell. Apologies, it would be very weird if she was kicking Powell, but she's able to try to find her there. It's tipped by Kings Christian, and once again, they're going to try to set up on defense. Tyson, what have you seen so far from Kings Christian so far on defense that's intrigued you?
Yeah, Kings Christian has been great, just forcing steals. Like, it's getting turnovers. They've really adjusted here in the second quarter. Mostly it's been Newsom and Scott that have made those big turnovers. They've each got 4 and 3 steals, respectively.
I mean, I just said, let's talk about how great the Kings Christian's defense has been. They have been fantastic. Immediately, they concede 4 points on the bounce. Their lead turns into a trail. They're down by 1 now, and Faith Family, after the quick steal, stopping the breakout. We'll be seeing if they're able to keep on pushing. Brooklyn Smith.
Faith Family, they've made the adjustments in this timeout. They've really looked refreshed so far since coming back.
Garcia out to the corner. They keep it moving. Goes to Antoine. Her three-pointer, it's short. tried being saved by Garcia, able to do so. Ozumba back up before the end of the shot clock, can't convert it. Now Newsom's gonna have to break out, has to get it up, off the ceiling, and it's a classic to see here in the playground, the low roofs as we head into the half. And the score right now, 32-31. It's a close affair. Faith family barely eking them out so far. We'll see how they respond here come the second half.
What's up, everyone? It's Tarek Spate, CEO of North Pole Hoops, and I want to get you updated on what's going on at NPH. And more importantly, what's to come in 2026. This year, expected to be the biggest in company history. Let's lock in. We just got back from our Middle East tour.
Welcome to Riyadh.
With Abdul, our regional director. And we spent time in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, where we were able to meet with major stakeholders in the region that are interested in connecting the dots, creating that bridge between North America and the Middle East region through basketball and creating a global impact through multiple basketball projects, which we're excited to share as we roll into 2026. And as we move over to Saudi Arabia, a country going through a transformation with a strong ambition in sports and entertainment. This is a country that's hungry for more. Working together with North Pole Hoops, we want to bring the basketball world to the kingdom. Now we're back in the United States of America, focused on building the Southern Conference of North Pole Hoops. The evolution of prep basketball, from national championships to continental cups. We are choosing select programs that align with our global vision. As for up north in Canada, the momentum is undeniable. We just finished up a Montreal session, and we're heading into the new year in the nation's capital of Ottawa. As we get closer to March, championship month, the storylines are picking up. In Canada, one of the biggest storylines, David Bottomley, averaging 47 points per game following the tragic loss of his father. He is now turning performance into purpose, and that's NPH family. Then you look at Isaiah Hamilton and Kareem Al-Jabbar, two NBA level prospects who are breaking out in the NPA in their first year of prep basketball. They've stepped into a higher level of competition and structure, and instead of adjusting slowly, they've announced themselves. And of course, the rivalry that continues to define Canadian prep basketball. Port Erie versus Royal Crown, owners of the last two national championships. A storied matchup that keeps bubbling season after season as both programs chase another NPA crown. Every time they meet, it means something. Honorable mention that truly deserves recognition, Yusuf Ahmed. Watching Yusuf rise through the NPH ecosystem from dominating D1 to becoming one of the top players in the NPA and Canada overall is exactly why this platform exists. These aren't just highlights. These are pathways, growth stories, and proof that the ecosystem works. And when it comes to women's basketball, the ladies are shining. We're in year 2 of the WNPA, and we're elevating women's basketball. With star talent like Chance Berry, Amelia Sow, Jordan Wheeler, they're setting a global standard for what's to come. So what can we expect moving forward at North Pole Hoops? We're building conferences. 4 conferences over the next 2 years are in the process of being built. We have the Central Conference, which will cover the majority of Ontario. Eastern Conference will start in the nation's capital from Ottawa, go throughout Quebec and Atlantic Canada, connecting the whole eastern region of the country. And then Western Canada starts in Manitoba, goes through Saskatchewan, Alberta, and BC. Last but not least, the Southern Conference in the USA. That is under construction as we speak and will be growing over the next couple years, starting with the inaugural 26-27 season, NPA and WNPA South. Conferences equal structure. This isn't just expansion for the sake of expansion. This is intentional growth built to last. At North Pole Hoops, it's always been about building growth pathways on and off the floor. And entering 2026, it's about alignment, global reach, and raising the standard everywhere we go. To coaches, parents, players, and partners, thank you for continuing to believe in this vision. We're just getting started. Thank you.
My name is Silky Sullivan. Who's missing is my wife, the second half of DNV Chill Cryo Wellness Spa, Verona Sullivan. We started this company, DNV Chill Cryotherapy Wellness Spa, about going on 5 years ago. We felt the need for athletes to have recovery and pain management at sporting events. Technology that we have, the device that we have, we are able to spray athletes before they play, during halftime, and after they play, because it's nothing but 60 to 90-second sessions. It reduces inflammation, it reduces swelling, it eliminates muscle soreness. It's very efficient and it's very powerful. Anywhere that they playing a high level of basketball, they're gonna need recovery. And I must say, this is my first time in Canada. Of course, I watched the SGA, the OKC won the championship, but for me to see with my own eyes, these kids I'm very impressed. I told Tyreek that I'm very impressed with the level of play that they're playing out there. With that being said, they playing long games. Like I tell kids, you have to recover like you practice and play. They're playing every day, they're practicing every day, and they're training every day. So you have to let your body recover. And so I figure that this is something that we can come up here and help them with, and they can also help us, and we can help each other, man.
And we are back for the second half. Faith Family, Kings Christian. Faith Family leading by 1. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. Faith Family, they turned it up last minute there in the second quarter, ended up taking the lead, but Kings Christian, they've had pretty good control of this game, I'd say, so far. Stolen away there. Turnover, Kings Christian on the transition. It's good there from Mia Scott. She is leading the game with 10 points. Pass out in the paint there. Shot is up, no good. Tipped away, here's Mia Scott again. Scott passes it down, shot is blocked. And a foul called there. And looks like it will remain Kings Christian ball. Gabby Marash on the inbound. There's Marash again. Scanning, she'll pass it down to El Sabi. And stolen away there. And out in transition, here comes Powell. Shot, 3 ball, no good. Rebounded there, and it's good.
Sunshine Garcia with the putback.
We're back here with some more hoops. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I was just helping organize broadcast stuff. It's a long weekend, so thank you so much, Tyson, taking over the duties there. Very much appreciated. You'll be hearing more of Tyson throughout this weekend, and I mean, we have a great array of broadcasters you're going to get to meet throughout this weekend. As I've mentioned, I'm trying to push. Not only is the best talent in Canada on the court, best talent is all around in the basketball world. We'll be meeting some of the best young and upcoming broadcasters in Canada. Brooklyn Smith thought about putting up the putback, decided to get back down, get settled, put it up again, put it in, goes back to Garcia. She gets the midi, gets that one to fall. 3-point game now in favor of Faith Family.
The offensive boards have been a little bit of a problem for them right now.
Out it goes again. Mia Scott able to break out. She goes back to the perimeter to reset. In it goes to Buchanan. Buchanan pulls up from the midi. Able to get that bucket. A tough one there, but Buchanan makes it with ease.
Nice play there by Buchanan. She had a rough start to the game. Couldn't get much to fall, but good start here for the second half.
Back and forth play. It goes into Ozumba. Able to gather herself. Puts it up. It bounces a couple times on the rim, but it falls for KK Ozumba, and she's able to get back at it.
Class of 28 star, man. She's a superstar.
Coach wanted a bit of clarity here real quick on the situation. And now they're trying to figure things out. Now the sub will be made. Shania Perkins to check in.
I'm looking at the box score here, man. Mia Scott and Alex Lucen are shooting so efficient. 66.7% for Alex Lucen, 71% from Mia Scott.
And Scott lets it fly again from 3. That one doesn't go. That'll affect the percentage a little bit, but it still goes to show she's having an effective day. I've been more impressed with her on the defensive side. 5 steals so far today. She's been an absolute pest in the lane so far on the defensive end. And Kings Christian has just been able to force a lot of turnovers here. They've been very, very intensive on that side, and now they forced another turnover again. They will have another bite of the cherry as now Faith Family come to press full.
Yeah, that's what they were doing in the second quarter, and Faith Family had really solid defense during that time, so going back to it might be the smart play here.
Newsome glancing around, passes quickly over to Mirage. Driving around, loses the ball here slightly. It's stolen by Perkins. Going the other way, it's going to be Garcia. Garcia, hard push to the basket. Nice little Euro on the attack. Can't convert it. Grabbed by Mia Scott. She's going to try to break out. Loses it for a moment. Has it. Quick little pass over to Buchanan. She's wide open on the transition. Faith Family not able to get back in time. And it's a 1-point game in favor of Kings Christian here. About 4:45 remaining in this third quarter. Keeps on swinging and goes back into Perkins. Mike, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
I'm impressed Kings Christian playing that 4 guards on the court right now. Try to outspeed them.
It's so funny because when we sat down, we talked with Sydney Saunders pregame, and we're like, yeah, he told us Emma's out. You were very shocked on that illness. Hopefully we'll see her and she'll be more recovered for this weekend. But Sydney Saunders goes, yeah, well, it's going to finally give us an excuse to play the 4-guard lineup we've been wanting to try this season, see how effective it is. We haven't really had an excuse, so to say, to really trot it out in serious situations. Here we are now seeing it, and it's working to very, very good effect. Only trailing by 1 in this game. Been very solid so far at the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, even with Faith Family having kind of that size advantage, the 4-guard look has just been really great here for Kings Christian.
Plays like that, though, is the reason why 4 guards may not always be the best idea. Shania Perkins out muscles inside, gets the post bucket there, reestablishes a 3-point gap. Riley Collinson, the big now, making the substitution in. She'll be making the appearance for Sophie Elsabi, and we'll be seeing KKO Zumba check back in. She'll be replacing Karayan Harris.
You see Faith Family adjusted there. When they went 4 guards, they went small. As soon as Riley Collinson checked back in, they put a Zumba back in.
Gotta play smart, gotta be sure you can adjust accordingly. And I mean, Ozumba, very, very effective player. You wanna make sure she's well rested as well throughout these games.
This is a chess game right now.
Loose again as we wait for an opportunity. Faith Family able to get the foul on the transition, so we'll see if they're able to push on forward.
Another sub there for Faith Family.
They'll be inbounding here shortly. Goes to Ozumba in the corner. Ozumba out to the top. It makes its way to Janiyah Johnson. She's open for the mid-range. High bounce, can't get it. Rebounded by Perkins. She goes back up, can't get it. Still fighting for it. Will be rebounded by Buchanan. She's trying to break out. And it will be a reach in there. She's able to establish herself on the potential breakout. Once again, Kings Christian slow it down and get it back at it.
A little too aggressive there, but good job by Buchanan to have the remain possession of the ball there.
Kings Christian only with 10 turnovers. Faith Family with 15. Kings Christian really controlling the ball a little bit better right now. Also, I didn't realize, but Faith Family doesn't take much threes. I like that they attack. You only have 8 threes all game, 8 attempted threes.
I will also say, Kings Christian, not only are they playing without Emma Dolemans, they're playing without a senior leader for them in Scarlett Smith, a very talented player. I believe it was she broke her leg is the situation. She's on the bench right now with the full cast, still out here supporting the team. Obviously, I'm not very familiar with the timeline of her injury. I haven't seen her play in a couple months, so that's been obviously a big factor. We'll see if she's able to recover enough to where maybe she'll get a chance to play the final portion of her senior year for them come the tournament. But who knows if that ends up being the case. Hard bucket there for Faith Family. And we end up seeing a timeout be called. 44-37 the score for when we come back from this break. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible. Right?
Inbound now, Kings Christian as we return. About 2:30 remaining in this third quarter. Marash flaring out. Newsom tries finding Collins inside, puts it up, can't convert it.
Kings
now,
Christian on a bit of a slump here. There's the defensive turnover, though.
We'll see if that's able to break him out of it. It goes to Buchanan. Buchanan slows it up, gets it back over to Marash. Marash curls. Great play from Johnson to make sure she doesn't get the lane. Marash forced reset as they will go all the way back to Newsom, her three-pointer. High bounce from the rim, but isn't one to convert.
This is a very odd stat to see from Kings Christian. They're only 2 for 16 from the three-point line, and they're usually one of the most efficient three-point shooting teams.
I agree with you. I mean, you look at it here, Alex Newsom 0 for 3 from 3. It's not something that you really see with frequency. Gabby Marash 0 for 5. She's also not really been able to get in her bag so far today from beyond the arc. She's 1 for 6 from the field, but every bucket that she's missed has been from the beyond the arc. And if you look at Cayenne Buchanan, who, in my opinion, is the bona fide sniper of this team as she drives in and gets those 2 points right there. 0 for 4 from her as well on this day. So it's not been ideal for Kings Christian. A bit of a rough shooting day. We'll see if they're able to light it up later on as they now only trail 44-39. Drive inside from Smith. Apologies to cut you off there as Garcia gets it loose. It will be picked up here by Rankin, and they'll try to go the other way. Tyson, apologies.
Even with the only 2 made threes from Kings Christian, that's still 2 more made than Faith Family all day. They're 0 for 8 on the three-pointer as a team.
And you know what? As Marash takes this three, it's short. I want to say, people talk about the death of the mid-range, but I've seen both these teams settle for that mid-range jumper at a very high rate today. In my opinion, I think, as always, basketball, a game of spells, a game of trends. And as the mid-range ended up going away, the mid-range now is making a return and will make a return very shortly here. Just under 1 minute remaining in this third quarter. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. You look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids with that and help as many kids as possible, right?
Getting set up here once again, inbound coming. Marash tried finding a teammate. Quick swat there by Janiyah Johnson. Makes his way out of bounds.
5-point lead for Faith Family. Very close game.
Marash waiting for someone to make themselves known. Pass into Collinson, great chance inside, not able to get the lay. Faith Family push quickly the other way. 50 seconds remains in this third quarter. Smith floating around, nice to see on the perimeter, kicks it over to Garcia. Garcia setting, seeing what she can do. Jumper there, and it will be a bucket. Sunshine, sunshine, what a beautiful bucket there. And that we'll see where it goes, able to continue to grow the lead in the 7-point advantage. Collinson not able to save it as it goes out of bounds.
Just unfortunate there from Collinson, not able to regain possession, but there wasn't really anybody in the area for Kings Christian, so I think even if she was able to keep that in, probably would have still resulted in turnover.
Faith Family trying to get set here. Quickly Perkins sets the screen, and we're going to be seeing Antoine flipping around. Puts it up high, bounce off the rim, can't get it. Second chance for Ozumba. Kicks it over to Garcia. She lets it fly from 3. It's just off the back of the iron. She tries stealing it from Tate Rankin. Rankin able to get it out to Collinson. Collinson, they got to get it up. The shot clock's about to expire. Got to get it up. Puts it up. Mia Scott hacked there. No foul called there. Very interesting. Kings Christian seem to want that call, but it won't be the ruling going in their favor. 46-39 the score here, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the fourth quarter.
Now I'm rising with fire from what they used to boast. Bridge culture with core, let your roots roar. From Toronto, Jeddah, Dubai, open every door. They say you're small, you don't belong in the score. But universe whisper, you built for much more. Wake up to your power, see the game wait. Cordage your voice, the hoops your state. Every strap you grab, every shot you take. Be the message in the grind, no silent breaks. They slept on me, now I rise to the sky. Stardust in my veins, see the flame in my eye. Game speak loud, I don't need to try. From shadows to spotlight, watch me testify. Wake up the world, let them feel who we be. Roots in the ground, but a soul run free. Internets connect, gateway to your dreams. Game speaks.
Fourth quarter action. We got some more WNPA action here for you all. 8 minutes is all that separates this and the end of this exhibition. Faith Family leads 46-39. Brooklyn Smith has pressure put on her, and it will be taken away by guess who? Mia Scott. She has Newsome. Quickly pass over to Newsome. Smith tries swatting, can't get it. And Alex Newsome says, if I can't hit him from beyond the arc, give me 3 points the old-fashioned way. She has a nice little trip here to the line.
Yeah, Mia Scott, too, setting up that play. That's now her 7th steal on the game, which is just insane. And setting up that play there. The defense was a bit different there for Kings Christian. They forced double teams on whoever had the ball, going back more so to what they had in the second quarter. And the adjustment showed. That was a big play there.
The free throw was missed. Kings Christian able to save it, and they're going to have to try to set up again. It goes out. It's Newsome again for 3. She finally converts from beyond the arc. That is another one for Kings Christian, their 3rd of the day, but they close the gap to just 2 now.
Right when you said Newsome couldn't get it from beyond the arc, she makes her first 3 of the day here.
And it's nice to see Faith Family start beating and banging. They get back involved inside. Now they're running the break again. Mia Scott knows that pace is the game. Collinson inside, takes it towards the basket, cannot convert it. Perkins the one to come down with it. Now it's going to be Faith Family. They're running the break. It's Antoine. Big push inside into Gabby Marash. And another charge drawn by Gabby Marash. She's willing to put her body on the line for this team.
She's excellent at drawing the charge. She's excellent at it. True floor general, Gabby Marash, ladies and gentlemen.
Gabby Scott here. handing over the rag, make sure the court's nice and dry, make sure no one slips. That's the last thing we want to see. And ladies and gentlemen, a little overview for the rest of today. You will be joining at 12 p.m. or at least close to-ish, maybe a little delay after this game. We will be having Ridley College on the side of NPA taking on Tri-City Prep. We will be having Anthony Marinoff on the mic for that one. He'll be joined by Elias Dracos, so that's going to be fun to see between the two of them. So some action here or there on that end, and we will talk about the games that we have tomorrow as the session continues. In the meantime, Faith Family still trying to figure out what they're going to do. They're going to bring in KK Ozumba to keep the pressure up here on this possession.
Yeah, wait. Good adjustment there to get Ozumba out there with this smaller lineup that they have for Kings Christian. Anybody with size is going to be super important here to close out this game.
And Garcia inside, thought about getting a chance towards the basket, wanted to kick it out, ended up a little bit stuck on the indecision, and as a result, she isn't able to make the play there. Turns it over, Kings Christian retake it on this one. They're going to keep on pushing. We'll see where it goes. Buchanan finds Marash. Marash taking it around, sets her feet, puts it up, can't convert it. Kings Christian not able to convert on that opportunity. Keeps on going here, Faith Family. Mid-range jumper there, sits on the rim, just not in the fall. And it will be once again Kings Christian trying to break out. They turn it over again. No, Mia Scott able to corral it. Mia Scott going around, thinks about the jumper, gives it back over to Newsom. Newsom able to fake it in the air. Second opportunity. Oh. Alex Newsom, her last 2 3-point attempts. Splash home, no problem. 1-point game.
She must have heard you.
And that's why she is ranked top 10 in the NPH Canadian rankings. She is insane, ladies and gentlemen. It's so smooth, that release, and she does that step back and the side step so good. It's just effortless.
And ladies and gentlemen, obviously we're talking a little bit about Faith Family. They'll be playing tomorrow at 1 p.m. against St. Jude's Academy. That's going to be fun to see in that game, see how they match up. Silvana Maldonado, I think that's one of the most fun ones in my opinion that we're going to be able to see. So we'll see how they do in that one. But forget about talking about tomorrow. We'll go over that slate in the break. Faith Family's 3, no go. Rebounded by Buchanan. Buchanan having pressure put on her. Perkins tried stripping it away. Possession arrow goes the way of Faith Family.
You know, I don't know if you realize,
Kings Christian.
Cayenne and Mia Scott are so fast. They're like speed like bullet, man. Anytime, like you see them all over the court, you see them running, cutting. They're faster than everyone, beating their defender to the rim. They're actually really elite, man.
Speaking of Mia Scott, she has it and finds Buchanan in the corner. She lets it fly. Everyone's starting to hit their shots. We mentioned it at the start. 2 for 16. Yep. That isn't like them so far in the fourth. I believe in this fourth quarter so far, this Kings Christians team has been 3, 4, 5 from beyond the arc. They're starting to get their mojo back. They reestablished the lead.
As soon as I looked at the box score and I seen 2 for 16, I brought it up because I've never seen this from Kings Christian. Like, they're actually one of the best 3-point shooting team in the league.
And once again, as this play moves around, it gets tipped around once more. Newsom has it. Slows down the tempo.
They might call that another steal for Mia Scott.
We'll see if the stats table goes in her favor. Who knows? Marash, slow tempo inside of Collinson. Tries finding Newsom. Newsom puts it up. High bounce on the rim. Cannot convert. Perkins comes down with it. She slowly gives it over to Smith. Smith tells them, let's slow it down. Let's play our game. Let's get set. Quick pass over to Perkins. Perkins hands it back on over to Smith. Brooklyn Smith taking it on this left-hand side. Little hesitation goes in. Little shovel pass, but the awareness of Marash to break it up and knock it out of bounds is wonderful. Timeout called here real quick by Faith Family. And I'm going to take this time real quick to give everyone the overview of the weekend real quick, specifically in the WNPA. Tomorrow on Friday, 20th of February, Faith Family takes on St. Jude's. Once again, going to be an exhibition just like this one. It'll be fun to see how Faith Family takes on a St. Jude's team that, in my opinion, is one of the most scrappy teams in the league. Always fun to watch. I've enjoyed watching them from the AC Dome all the way to Fort Erie. I've always enjoyed the product they've put out there. Afterwards, at 2:15, first sanctioned WNPA game of the session, we will be seeing Sacred Heart taking on Fort Erie Erie International Academy. Can the Bowen sisters throw up a nice little surprise for Fort Erie and the Falcons? Who knows? That's always something fun to be able to enjoy. And lastly, at 4:15, Niagara Prep takes on the Edge School, who continue their Ontario road trip against the lights-out shooting of KK Santa Maria and the rest of that electric Niagara Prep team. We move on over to the Saturday. We see Ed School take on Sacred Heart at 2:15 p.m. Fort Erie against King's Christian in what might be the decider for the 1 seed as things currently stand. 1 and 2 on Saturday will be going head-to-head at 4:15. Be sure to check that one out. Fort Erie versus King's Christian, and Code will be taking on Niagara Prep at 6:15 to close out the Saturday session. And lastly, on the Sunday, to close out their last stretch of games, St. Jude's takes on Fort Erie at 9:15. Sacred Heart takes on Royal Crown at 11:15. Code against Edge at 11:15 as well. We'll have simultaneous games there. And to close out a game, another potential finals matchup if it goes that way. King's Christian take on Niagara Prep. So WNPA, a lot of fantastic games we're going to be seeing this weekend. Please be sure to tune in. I know I'll be on some games. I know Tyson will be on some games. I know Mike McKell will be on some games. Wonderful to see there, Mike, as another bucket goes in here for King's Christian.
Yeah, nice screen there by Marash, putting her body on the line like a center, setting up that play.
Mid-range 2 for Faith Family. Wonderful to see for them there. They close the gap once again to 2.
Alex Newsom's been so efficient now. She's 8 for 13 at 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. What a stat line for Alex Newsom against his Faith Family team.
And it goes out to Buchanan. She just sunk one, and that one, unfortunately, doesn't go her way. The luck's not there, and now Garcia pass on over to Johnson. Johnson back to Sunshine Garcia. She resets the team. Ozumba here towards the top end. Disturbing Newsom, who's trying to put pressure on Garcia. Leaves it to KK Ozumba. Ozumba, backdoor cut in. Bit of pull up here for Antoine. The bounce on the rim isn't in her favor. Marash now gives it to Newsom, and she's going to slow it down. She's going to put the pressure here now. About 2:50 remaining in this one. Drive inside to Newsom. She swings it out. It's blocked. Great play by Garcia on the deflection. She has a speeding Johnson, finds her, and Janiyah Johnson ties it up here at 52.
Oh, we got a battle, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm excited to see here Marash trying to get something pushing, finds Newsom. Newsom sizing up, gets it stripped. Cass Antoine, great little steal, able to corral it, goes up again. Newsom gets back on defense, forces the miss. Garcia! And you know Faith Family saying, please don't take my sunshine away when she heads to Washington next season. She gives them the lead here, 54-52. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this one. Reach and foul from Garcia. Forces King's Christian to get set up again. It will be 2:09 remaining. Checking in here will be Jaslyn Powell. She'll make an appearance as Janiyah Johnson comes out for a breather.
Faith Family just been so much more aggressive on defense since that timeout, and it's shown in the score.
Speaking of timeouts, we're headed to a timeout, and this time we will head to a break, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll be right back. 2:10 remaining in the fourth quarter.
My name is Chaz Louisi from Wnpa Threads. We are going to outfit a basketball player from head to toe. We do on-court apparel for uniforms, and then we do warm-up apparel, shooting shirts, off-court apparel. We do track suits, and then we do backpacks to carry all the gear to games to and from. Like North Pole Hoops helping on the league side and exposure side, we're going to help with the apparel side as well. They look good, feel good, play good, right? So trying to help kids do that and help as many kids as possible, right?
.205 remaining in this one. Marash, quick pass over to Scott, hands it back over to Marash, and King's Christian want to get set. Offensive foul on Riley Collinson. Didn't have her feet set there on the screen, and we now sit at 2 minutes exactly on this one.
Unfortunate there, just a little too aggressive on the screen.
2 minutes remaining, 2-point game.
Hey, if you want to talk about a hot start for the session, what better way than seeing a team come all the way from Dallas, Texas to give us a fantastic close game between these sides. Garcia back and forth. That makes his way to the corner. Back to Garcia. She goes attacking to the basket. It's swatted there partially by Collinson. They're trying to save it. Can't do so. And it's going to be Kings Christian who come back with it. About a minute 44 will be remaining in this game.
This is a huge possession right here.
Buchanan has it stripped there. Garcia's the one who has it. And now it goes back to Sunshine Garcia. Finds Ozumba. They have time. They can bleed out this clock a little bit. Hand off over to Smith. Scott putting all the pressure on Smith. Back it goes again to Antoine. Antoine back inside. Finds a Sunshine Garcia. Her bucket's good on the backdoor cut. 1:20 remaining now is a 4-point game. And the full court pressure remains. It goes to Scott. Scott's going to try to break out here quickly. Driving up there. Blocking foul. Probably the call there. Yes, it will be. Blocking on Brooklyn Smith. Now Kings Christian, they can calm down here as they get set to potentially keep it pushing.
We are in for a fantastic finish here.
56-52 is the score. 4-point gap here still as we wait for the inbound. Scott finds Marash. She's going to try to give it back to Scott. Does just that. Mia Scott over to Cayenne Buchanan. Back it goes to Scott. She's open for three. Puts it up. It was just short. Goes up again will be Alex Newsom. No foul call. They wanted the call. Kings Christian upset about that one. Still they're going to want to try to break out here. Get it. Splitting through defenders. Cass Antoine showing the ball handling. Quick little pass on over to Harris. Harris back to Ozumba. And Antoine resets again here at the top. Ozumba. Quick on over, makes his way to the corner, drive inside to Sunshine, out to Powell. She's open for three, not able to convert. Lands at the hands of Mia Scott. She's gonna try to break it quickly. Antoine slows her down. Harris putting the pressure, pivoting, looking, swings it over. Intercepted. Cass Antoine's really turned it on here in the last 2 minutes defensively and puts up 2 more points. And that might be the dagger. 20 seconds remaining, 6-point game now. Buchanan into Collins and she goes up, isn't able to get it. Garcia pulls it in. And Faith family are just going to slowly hold on to it. Kings Christian knows this one might just be over. Just prevent the score from increasing. And with 5 seconds left, 58-52 will be the final score in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Faith family comes on down to Toronto and able to get the result. Post-game, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk with the UW player in Sunshine Garcia. She had a fantastic game there at 13 points. Nice to see for her. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. And what is a crucial one? We'll be right back with the post-game interview very shortly, ladies and gentlemen.
Right back. You guys got to be aggressive. 6 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. Okay, this is the time. Now's the time.
Stay focused. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here by Amaya Sunshine Garcia. A great performance today, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, but most importantly, a nice win here against one of the better sides that we have here in the WNPA. How are you guys feeling? First game of this weekend, able to walk away with a win.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good, you know. It was our first game here. We didn't get to, you know, shoot around or practice before we came, so, you know, we started off a little shaky, but, you know, at the end we kind of turned it up that second half. So it was good to get a nice win today.
I wanted to ask also right here, obviously you guys have been playing fantastically so far in the United States, top 30 in the U.S. Come up here, play a team in Canada. How different is the style of play against Canadian teams in comparison to those U.S. teams?
Yeah, well, I feel like the biggest thing is just, you know, the rule change. You know, three-point line's a little farther. You know, the paint is a little bigger, so, you know. But it's just good to get up and down, shot clock. You know, you got to play faster up here. So just it's good to get us prepared for the next level.
Yeah, and of course, once again, congratulations on your commitment to the University of Washington. That's going to be really big to be able to see you up there in Washington for the next 4 years probably. It's going to be wonderful to be able to enjoy that style of basketball. How are you feeling for yourself with that adjustment, knowing that there's still quite a bit of this season to go?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited, you know. It's towards the end of our season, so now, you know, I'm just really honing in on just getting prepared for that next level, you know, going as hard as I can in practice, you know, going hard in the games, you know, just trying to do whatever I can to get me, you know, prepared for that next level so I can come in and make an immediate impact.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Have a great rest of your day. We will be seeing you tomorrow when Faith Family takes on St. Jude's Academy for today's game. Thank you so much for watching. It's been wonderful to be able to be here and call this game for you. From Mike McHale and Tyson Brown, I'm Julian Quintero Verano, and I'll be seeing you later on this week. And one more game to come today as behind us, Tri-City takes on Ridley College on our next video here on YouTube. Be sure to check that out. Anthony Marinoff and Elias Dracos on the mic. Until the next time, I hope to see you soon here at North Pole Hoops. See ya. Wonderful.
Thank you.